Rekenu mitzareinu.
My father was actually an owner of a grocery store, but he was most of the time busy with communal activities. I felt not angry, I could never be angry with my father, I felt deprived. He was so busy with other people's destinies that I felt I also deserved his attention. And he was arrested. He spent many weeks. I know he was tortured. And you know, my father and I, therefore, we became very, very close, mainly inside the camps.
Your father, Shlomo, was something of an activist himself. He helped the Polish Jews who'd fled into Hungary as well, for example. What lessons did you learn from him?
To be involved. He would take us really in the afternoon, or the Sabbath afternoon, always. He went to prison to visit prisoners. My sister went to see the sick in the hospitals. And I was chosen for some reason to bring food and fruit and whatever I had to inmates of a mental institution. And since then, my obsession with madness really has dominated many of my writings. I have devoted much time to explore indifference. And again, I came to a conclusion that the peril threatening humankind today is indifference, even more than hatred. There are more people who are indifferent than there are people who hate. Hate is an action. Hate takes time. Hate takes energy. And even it demands sacrifices. Indifference is nothing, but indifference to hatred is encouraging hatred and is justifying hatred. So what we must do, I mean your peers and mine, is fight indifference. world is not learning anything, really. I was convinced that hatred among nations and among people perished in Auschwitz. It didn't. The victims died. But the haters are still here, new ones. And so often I say to myself, really, what are we doing on this planet? We are passing the message as well as we can, communicating our fears, our hopes, and day in, day out, week after week and year after year, people kill each other.